Can you believe it? FBI agents just doing their job as directed, facing threats to their own lives from their own fellow citizens. On top of that, there are public figures today, yesterday, the day before, predicting and all but calling for mass violence and rioting in the streets. But I want to say this plain and simple. There is no place for political violence in America, period. None, ever.
You know, Morning Dowd, if you...
Hand Mike Pence! Hand Mike Pence! Hey guys, how's it going? Glad to see you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in once again. Come on in. You're just time for another exciting installment of everyone's favorite YouTube sensation, Hand Mike Pence. See all this political turmoil? It's all a big misunderstanding. On January 6th, I was there. We were not chanting Hang Mike Pence. We were chanting Hand Mike Pence so that he could sign the votes. So he could sign and make it official. Hand Mike Pence. That's his job that day. We're Republicans. We support our Republican vice president. We were there to hand Mike Pence. So for those of you new to the program, I'm not a Republican, nor am I a MAGA type, nor a conservative type, as you can largely stereotype from the visual presented, admittedly. I gives no fucks, though, about that, okay? What I give a fuck about is being bullied by people who are arguing in bad faith. Like either they don't actually know what they're talking about or they don't actually believe what they're saying. Yes, yes, yes. Joe Biden, the President of the United States of America, the rightfully elected 46th President of the United States of America, who defeated Donald Trump in the year 2020 in the second consecutive presidential election, which Donald Trump did not win the popular vote. Therefore, it's not that far of a leap for me to believe that he actually lost the Electoral College that time, because that's primarily how the Electoral College is supposed to allegedly function. So, Hand Mike Pence is an idea I have, and what I want to do is examine and expose the hypocrisy and the bad faith liar bullies that populate this space of the internet and our waking lives, because it's just bad. So that clip that I had on my phone here, I don't know how to live stream. I'm not going to do that all the time, but like that was a speech that Joe Biden made the other day where he referred to the MAGA chunk of the Republican base as semi-fascists. Okay, and man, are all the conservatives so mad about it? They're so mad that they think they need to do violence. Can you believe it? This old man that we just saw say political violence is never appropriate in the United States of America. You know, because we have a democracy. I mean, it's no surprise that the people who want to fight want to solve things with violence, and the people who want to vote want to solve things amongst each other as adults. You know what I mean? So I was trying to explain to a coworker today who made that leap. Okay. So the first thing is, I can work with you. I can joke with you. We can have fun. So when the topic came up about the speech, it was succinctly like summarized as Joe Biden went on TV and said half of the country is Nazis. which is not what happened. And furthermore, he did not then go on to say, and we need to kill them. You saw the clip just now on my live stream, and it's just as readily accessible as this other bullshit, that is like narrative. And so he said that part about like half the country is Nazis. And I stopped the conversation, not like halt him, but like this other interested party in the conversation. I'm like, well, actually, right before that, he was sucking the dick of all the Republicans. He was like, I have deep, profound respect for conservative Republicans, but these MAGA maniacs are fucking semi-fascists. And he didn't use the word Nazi. I throw it around a lot because when you are chanting, Jews will not replace us, what the fuck do you call that? That's a fucking Nazi, to quote some guy. But anyway, I'm sorry, buddy. I stepped on my puppy Pikachu. So anyway, after I briefly, interjected that nugget just to kind of bring us back to reality, he continued, my coworker, that is. My coworker continued to describe how, if Joe Biden is going to say half the country is jerks, then I guess it's time for that half of the country to fucking fuck him up. And then I started playing along, but with the brand of sarcasm that I still am repping myself. I say, yeah, let's go do violence to him. That'll show him that we're not fascists. He's got different ideas than us that we disagree with. So we're going to do violence to him. That'll show him, call us semi-fascists. We're full-on fascists. Like, this is what I'm saying. And I'm getting laughs, and we're all playing along. And then I don't remember when the gear switched, but I started to feel like he was being like serious. I was like, well, wait, yeah, but like, no. Oh, it was something along the lines of like saying that Joe Biden is calling for the violence. And I was like, no. I mean, no, he's absolutely not doing that. You're doing that. And he was like, I'm calling for violence. And then it was just so reactionary that we couldn't have a conversation. He started to fucking yell over me. And my next question, I was like, can I just ask you one question? Dude, I'm sorry. I thought we could have a conversation. I understand. Like, hey, calm down. I just want to ask one question. And I don't remember every tangent of the conversation, obviously. But I said something along the lines of like, because, you know what? He had brought up false flags. That's how we got there. He said that the left and Joe Biden was going to perpetrate a false flag attack like they always do. So I said, like Sandy Hook. And he said, yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm like, oh, Sandy Hook. It's the school shooting where a bunch of children were murdered. He's like, yeah, like that false flag. I'm lying. He didn't say that at this point. But he did like affirmative along with what I was saying. At which point I was like, well, no, like Alex Jones is on the hook for like millions and millions of dollars right now for defaming the families of murdered children in that town and saying it was a false flag attack perpetrated by the left to fucking take your guns and your Second Amendment rights away. And this is where it stopped being a conversation. And he just started to fucking shut me the fuck out. Talking about, I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it, man. It's inappropriate to talk about, man. I'm like, I'll be the bigger person. And I shut the fuck up. I'm just never going to talk to this bully again, man. Like, I don't need that in my life. Like, he's my brother. But you don't got to love your brother. You just got to kind of pull your weight and be there for him in other ways. That's this brotherhood. because yeah, no, the brothers don't all agree. The brothers don't all agree, and it's a shame. But I doubt I'm in the majority, man. I was talking to a guy at work, a different guy at work, but he was talking about how his experience with people who claim to be Christians but use it for like heinous, like really uncool things, and he had a couple of personal stories. But then it was like, yep, no, I lost it. The brain glue went kaplooey. Talking to him about people and their religions and the influence on politics. Like that's the thing. But anyway, man, this has been Hand Mike Pence. I'll hang out for another minute. I gotta ponder, you know. Like I gotta confess here, like there are nights after work, like I don't always have confrontational moments like this. Like I am very happy to not have confrontational moments like this. But here's the thing. I literally had my life threatened on the internet for posting on Facebook something to the effect, if it is illegal to dislike Nazis, then put me in jail. You'll notice that there is no threat involved there. But I got my life threatened for saying that. So it's real to me. Like, threatening to kill someone or someone's family in the night, like with like a little bit too much description, honestly, to be comfortable or cool. Like, you know, you don't actually have to try to kill someone to like damage their life, right? Like it's fucked up. It's a fucked up thing to put like legitimate, like, am I in danger thoughts into someone's head. It's terrorism. It's bully shit. And I fucking can't stand it, dude. So I'm not going to talk to this cat no more. And it sucks, dude. Because, you know, I'm having trouble with the journeyman on these sites, man. I mean, I'm also meeting a lot of cool journeymen, so I don't want to paint it like 100% negative like that. But there's a lot of cool apprentices. You know, pretty much everyone I'm chilling with on the apprentice circuit. Like, that's not to say that we're all left of center, like yours truly, but like at least they don't make it a problem for me, dude. Like, and you know, I was also saying, it seems like the issue is not saying offensive things. The issue is taking offense, right? Because if somebody in the workplace is behaving inappropriately for the workplace, and you say, hey man, would you mind not talking about that because it's a little inappropriate? And then they go, or I'm sorry, you can't word it like that. You have to say like, I find that offensive. And they will feel the right to be offended at your offense. How dare you? Double standard, hypocrisy, hand Mike Pence, like, and like the metaphor of hand Mike Pence is like the bald-faced nature of the lie and manipulation. They're like, it seems like they're like, I fell for the dumbest fucking con in history twice. And now I need to get one over on you so I don't feel like the dumbest piece of shit that ever fucking lived. And Mike Pence. Stay tuned to the Hand Mike Pen stream. You can get at me on Patreon and OnlyFans and all that good stuff. It's really it's so hard to fight violence with nonviolence. Do you know why? Because when you get knocked out, you have to stop talking. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I guess you're right then. Fucking Nazis. This has been Hand Mike Pens.